Hi, my name is Jen, and today is garden tour day. And I'm going to start with my Greenstalk towers. It's the first tour I'm going to give you. So I've been gardening in Greenstalks. It's early morning and the birds are going nuts. So sorry if they're loud. But I've been gardening in Greenstalks for 3 years. I love them. They're super sturdy, great product, made in America. And I love everything about them. They're great. I got the 5-tier, 2 of the 5 tiers the first year. Loved them so much. I got 2 of the 7 tiers the next year to try out. 2 years ago, I grew micro dwarfs in my 5 tiers. Loved it. Last year, I grew the strawberries in the 7 tiers. Loved it. So I decided to do, as you can see, it's just a bunch of strawberry plants in both of my 7 tiers. I really want to get more of these Greenstalks, but I have to rein it in sometimes with the amount of money I spend on my garden, and so I opted to wait another year before I get another set. But I will be getting more. They're just very easy. They're easy to do strawberries in. I know they're easy to do micro dwarf tomatoes in, and they're perfect for it. Both of those things. Okay, so let's get started with the tour. So my house is, at least where I'm standing, it's a 3-story house. So this is my basement. So you come out of my basement and here are my Greenstalks. My husband built the stands that they were on because at the time when I bought them, I couldn't justify buying the bottom wheel, I forget what they're called, doohickeys. So we just got one of the pavers, and then he screwed some wheels on it, and it was about, I'd say, a third of the cost of buying one of the Greenstalk turners. And these work fine. All I got to do is just grab one and it spins just like that. And as you can see, ooh, I got a strawberry. So like I said, I have strawberries in this one. And basically, I just had some strawberry plants that seeded themselves in an area around my pool here. And I just kind of dug them up and shoved them in the towers. And it's filling out. And it's doing great. I'm going to eat this. And that is how you get strawberries to be growing everywhere in your yard. Just discard the tops because the little bit of top has some seeds in them. Okay, so I basically have just one kind of strawberry in here besides a couple of plants, which I don't know where I put them, of Yellow Wonder. Yeah, here they are. Yeah, Yellow Wonder, they're doing good. Looks like I got some weeding I need to do, but I have some here, and then there's another spot where I put some. But this is the only place I put the tags, so I don't know where they're at. But they're doing just fine. I winter sowed these in a jug. So there's the strawberry towers. They're doing great. Let's get to the micro dwarf towers, which I'm so loving. So I've got my stakes here. These are 24-inch stakes, but I've also got some 18-inch stakes that I'll be using for like the smaller ones. But like down here at the bottom, I planted some cascading varieties, and I really need to kind of make sure that they're not going to be touching the ground, because I do have squirrels and chipmunks, and they will enjoy my tomatoes if I don't get them up off the ground. But I basically started several seeds for, can't remember how many varieties are in both of these, but we're going to go through and I'm going to show you which ones I've got in here. The first one that I absolutely love is chartreuse. So if you look at these, you can see how pale green they are compared to everything else. That's a type of leaf color. It's called chartreuse. Some people might look at this and think that these are sickly. They're not. This is their color, and they're gorgeous. And this is Tigrette Red. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Tigrette Reds. So I kind of tried to keep them all in the same area together. But they are just gorgeous, and you can see they're starting to flower. Everything is doing really, really well. We've had nice rains, so I really haven't had to water them all that much. But you just water from the top. It's easy enough, and sometimes I'll just, if I notice some are dry, I'll pour a cup of water in them. But spinning this around, these right here, this is Gothic. So I think these are all, yeah, this one's Gothic, this one's Gothic, and this one's Gothic. So I kind of did like 4 and 4 because I had a lot of 4. See, like right here, that sort of kind of looks like these need pruned off. Like that, I don't know if you can see, but this is healthy, this is not, like yellowing. They just need to be removed because the top part's doing great. Sometimes you get a little of that with transplantation. I don't think I'm gonna mulch. I was having a little bit of some aphids on here, but I sprayed with neem, and I'm not really seeing a whole lot. Aphids are sap suckers, so you'll really start to see your plants struggle. Sometimes they'll kind of curl up. If you see that, check the underneath of the leaves. If you see, like, they can be white, they can be like the pinky red color. Aphids come in different colors, but if you see, like, there's a couple here. But yeah, you just check the underside, and when you go to spray the neem, you spray the underside. And what they'll do is they'll eat the neem, and then I don't know if they can't procreate, they can't multiply, or they die because of the neem. I forget what it is. But neem works. I'll put a picture up of what I use. Okay, but spinning it around, here we have topless. So yeah, topless needs a little bit of pruning. We'll just get those yellowing leaves. So I've got topless. And these all are first time. I've never grown any of these. So, and topless. All right, and then moving down, here we have Tokyo. So you can see I've got flowers on Tokyo. Let me see, where's more Tokyo? Spinning it around. Or maybe that can't be the only Tokyo I got. I don't know. I swear I had more, but maybe I don't. Okay, because I tried to put them all together, so. Next is bullfinch. So this here's bullfinch and bullfinch and bullfinch. Then we have plumbrella yellow. And that is plumbrella yellow, which, look at there. We have a little baby tomato already. So excited. They're doing so well. And another plumbrella yellow. Then we have, around the bottom, we have Johnny Jump Up. So they're doing really well too. These are what need to be put on a stake, which I will do when I'm done with this garden tour. And I got my stakes on Amazon. You can get them in all different kinds of sizes. I like the plastic because they're very sturdy. And then I use this green tie tape, which is easy to remove at the end of the season. I grow a ton of plants, so I need something that doesn't drive me crazy. So Johnny Jump Up. And then here we have a Floor Gold basket. I think I've got a couple of those. No, I got Floor Gold basket. And then up here is Room Surprise chocolate, I think. Yeah, Room Surprise chocolate. Did I get everything? Bullfinch. Yeah, so I think that's all the varieties that I have in this tower. I like how the first year I did this, I had like a different variety in every pocket, but I kind of like how there's like some patches of the same thing. I like that. So plus it'll give me more chance to save seeds. Because some will produce a lot and some won't. I don't know about these varieties yet. I'll let you know at the end of the season what are good producers and all that when I do my reviews. Okay, coming over to this tower. It's got a bunch of different things. I only had one of Tigret. It's called Bont Tigret. I only had one of those. I think I have another one that's needing to be planted down here somewhere. But I just don't know where it's at. Here's the rest of the stuff that needs to be planted in my garden. I've gone through, and there's the aftermath. Like, that's the second pile of pots I've cleaned. The other pile was probably about 3 times that size. But yeah, I can create quite a mess. But this is what I got left. I'm pretty pleased. So we'll be getting this planted within the next week. On back to the tour. Okay, so I told you we've got Bunt Tigret, which is another chartreuse, as you can see. Then we've got, just checking to see if things need watered, Stoneflower. Oh, here, I think, yeah. You can see the aphids on here, so I need to respray again today. There's little tiny dots of stuff. You can go around and just squish them, but I want to make sure. And those might be dead. Then we've got Junie. Junie is very little, not doing so great. This one here beside it is doing just fine. Yeah, I need to get in here with the neem oil because this side's getting a little aphid infested a bit. Then we have, spinning it around here. Yeah, I need to do a little pruning. Look at all the flowers on this one. This one is Raindrop. So Raindrop, and there's the couple of larger tomatoes there, looking cute. So we have another Raindrop here, another Raindrop here. This is baby Boomer. So that one's looking really good. And I believe, yeah, another baby Boomer. So this one's pretty tall. It needs staked. I bet this one's baby Boomer too. Yep, baby Boomer and baby Boomer. Yeah, those look like they get to be probably about 2 feet tall. Then we've got another Stoneflower here. Another Stoneflower here. Coming down, we've got Titmouse. Funny name. But there's that one. So it's a very tiny one. Looks like very compact. Titmouse here, and is this, no, okay, so this one is Striped Wax. So it's doing lovely. I'm telling you, I really love micro dwarfs in this fashion. They do really well. This is Purple Boy down at the bottom, and another Purple Boy. Striped Wax as I'm spinning it. And then, oh, here's another Tokyo. So I didn't get them put together. There's Tokyo. So I must have Tokyo. Another Tokyo. I don't know how a Tokyo ended up in the other one. Oh well. Oh, I have lots of Tokyo. Maybe that's how. What else? We've got Titmouse. We did that. That might be it. Because I really didn't do a whole lot of different varieties because I knew I wanted a bunch of the same ones. Yeah, that's it. So there you go. There is the micro dwarf varieties that I have in both of my Greenstalks. And I'm thinking they're doing great. I need to do a little pruning, a little staking here in just a second, and some spraying of some neem. But yeah, they're lovely. And I love how they're coming out so far. I will put up the date at when I planted these. I do things in vlogs, a lot of stuff in vlogs. And so if you want to keep up to date on when I plant, how I plant, I did a video on amending the Greenstalk towers. I love them. They're a great investment. They're totally worth the money. They even have, I saw they have these covers for them. So like last year, my strawberry, Both of my strawberry ones, we had a really cold snap that lasted a really long time in the winter, and all the strawberries died except for one. One survived it. But they have these covers for the Greenstalks, and I think I'm going to get a couple for my strawberry towers for this coming winter. They are very fitting. I've draped plastic over them myself, but it's kind of a headache to try to hold the plastic down because in our winters it can get really windy and you have to put like, it's just a hassle. And their covers look awesome, so I am planning on investing in a couple of those. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed my little tour, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoy your day. Bye.